Hey guys, so I know it's been a while. I'm currently just doing some cleaning and about to feed. I gotta try something new with the feeding and letting their mice dry out because I switched everybody's bedding. I switched everybody to Sandy Chips. Pet 360 website had them for $10 a bag. And I didn't know how big 2x2 cubic foot was and not, how many Sandy Chips. So I ordered 3 bags. I needed 1. But now I've got extra, which is good. Everybody's switched over. My room smells like wood chips now, which is kind of cool actually. The only downside to this bedding is you got to go through more often and clean the water dishes out. She knows it's feeding day. No, this is not food. This is not food. I know you can smell them. Come on. But, yeah. So, what's been going on? Since my last update, I've pretty much just been feeding, planning out next season. I got my hands on 2 more animals. I can't tell you how. It wasn't illegal, but basically I have a deal with somebody. The same guy I've dealt with in the past, my friend. He hooked me up with these 2 babies. It's going to be a while before they breed. But, they are 100% het albino, 50% het sable. And basically it's going to be, he had a ton of holdbacks. And he didn't want to sell them to just anybody or anything like that. So he gave me this pair to breed and see what happens. And, we can figure something out afterwards. These aren't even the nicest ones he has. His are ridiculously green. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how green this animal is, but his are even greener than that. So, as far as this season's babies go, he's trying to get him to eat. Where's that light one? That's the albino super conda, who's apparently pretending to be a Kenyan sand boa. That's why I got them this bedding. They really like burrowing into it. But I've sold this guy, the real light one. And I sold... Where is that really light conda? Is he down? The only downside to this bedding is they hide in it so well that I don't know... No, he was under his water dish. That's not him. That's not him either. That's not him. This is him. There we go. And I sold the really light conda. So everybody else is still available. That's 2 super condas. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep one of these super conda babies or not. I mean, they are 66% possible het albino. And they are males. But I've also got this guy I could hold back. No, not you. This guy I could hold back. My little pretending to be a Kenyan sand boa. Albino super. And he's really nice. I like his pattern. I like how red he is. So I think I'm going to hold him back for now until I produce something better. He pooped on the side of that. I'll clean that up. That's what I'm doing next. I'm cleaning and then I'm feeding. Making sure everybody's got fresh water. But, yeah, so I've just been waiting. I mean, it's pretty much a waiting game right now. As far as personal life stuff, I got a really nasty ingrown toenail fixed. I actually had the nail removed. That looks bad because it, I just soaked it, so it's kind of wet. I soaked it in some, Epsom salts. But I had the whole toenail removed. It was bad. Anybody who's on my Facebook saw the picture of what came out of that. It was a bad situation. I finally have good insurance, so I went and got that taken care of. I've gone to the doctor and talked to her about my depression, which I didn't even know was an issue until I started talking to somebody. Apparently I had, like, pretty severe depression, and I just didn't know it. I'd always equated being depressed with being sad, and I wasn't necessarily sad. But the biggest thing with depression is just losing interest in everything that you liked. I was losing interest in my snakes. I haven't gone fishing at all this year. Anybody who knows me knows that every year when fishing season rolls around, I am chomping at the bit to get outside and go fishing. Haven't gone at all this year. The urge to fish has come back. I'm just not going to spend money on a license when the season's almost over. So next year I'll gear up better and start fishing again. And, you know, like, just little things I never realized, too. I was always blowing money on stupid crap that I didn't need. That isn't a problem anymore. Like, I can't think of things I want to spend money on, with the exception of racks. Snake racks. I'm going to be replacing this rack with a 68 tub baby rack, and it has much smaller tubs. Like, the tubs are like this big and like this tall. They're like 1.5 inches tall or something, like 3 inches wide by 12 inches long, and it's only going to be like 3 feet tall, so I might actually get 2 of them at some point. And then I want to get that same rack, but it's got wider tubs that are twice as wide for grow outs. I'm going to need another adult rack at some point. I mean, this one's almost full. That one, the top left that says hypo, which I got to clean that off there. It's not a hypo. That's actually my female toffee. She's going to need a bigger tub when she gets bigger. These are all adult females. She's going to need a bigger tub. She'll eventually need a bigger tub. Those guys can stay in there. They're males. And I've only got one left. That's the other downside of this bedding. I'm going to vacuum. It gets everywhere. But they like the bedding. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'm on antidepressants now. And they've been working. I feel much better. I didn't know how messed up my head was until I got it taken care of. So I will be much more active on my YouTube again. I will be much more active with answering questions and helping people out if they need it. And I've noticed a lot of things that were bothering me aren't bothering me anymore. I'm a lot less cynical. I'm a lot more patient. Like, things that would set me off don't set me off anymore. The only side effects I've had from the antidepressants is a little bit of insomnia, and I'm kind of hyper. Like, you can hear it in my voice. I'm hyper. Very hyper. So, but I mean, at the same time, that's better than the apathetic, crappy mood I was in for the longest time. You know, like I said, I didn't know how bad it was until it wasn't bad anymore. So, I will probably make a part 2 video. I also want to work on my video series of, like, frequently asked questions and stuff. But I'll probably make a part 2 video of feeding. The reason I'm letting these mice dry off is because I don't want this bedding sticking to the wet mice. And that's a problem. You know, I don't want them swallowing a ton of these chips. But, I mean, this is just chipped aspen, really. This guy should be ready to breed next season. Stop it. Oh, you're not even hissing, you're just being scared. This is my purple line conda. He's not really that purple, but I'm curious to see what comes out of him. I'm actually going to slate him. I've got him. He's a purple line conda het albino. I want to breed him to this really red female het albino that I have. Or she's supposed to be het albino. But I want to breed him to her. Everybody's got this box of Eco Earth in there. I just want them to be used to having it. Well, the females. Because that's what they usually lay their eggs in. But sometimes they use it, sometimes they don't. Look at my female toffee here. She's so reactive. She's a very hiss-puffy female. I like her, though. My male toffee conda, I didn't realize how light he really is. He's so light. Yeah. That's the other thing that's great about my landlord finally came by and updated my light. I have a nice bright LED light now with a switch. My light used to be a pole chain, and the chains kept snapping. And he's like, dude, what are you doing to these lights? And I'm like, nothing, I'm just activating the pole chain. If you bought a $3 light, you know, what, it's gonna break. So he updated that, and now I have, like, decent lighting for filming in here. But anyway, that's what's been going on. Right now it's just a waiting game. Temps are starting to get cooler outside. Finally, summer is over. You know, I'm a fat guy. I hate summer. That's another thing I'm going to be working on again, is being less fat until eventually I'm not fat. That's just an uphill battle because I'm a big guy and I have a long way to go. But I got to break it down into small goals and just keep going until those goals are achieved. Same thing with these guys. So next season, I should have a lot of different stuff. I mean, if she's ready to go, which she should be, I'll have toffee condas and toffees. I'm going to be breeding, probably going to put my male Xanthic, actually, to this girl. She should be ready for next season. She's almost ready now, but she should be ready for next season with the way she's eating. If I put my Xanthic to her, I'll have condas that are het for snow. Obviously, I'm going to hold on to as many females of that as I can. This girl I might actually sell. I've been trying to get her up to size. She's a year younger than the one next to her, the one I just showed you. And she's smaller. She's a picky eater. Nice animal, picky eater. I should have, you know, albino condas, typical stuff. Hopefully Xanthics. Maybe even Xanthic condas, actually, because I've got that conda that's het Xanthic. I might put him to the het Xanthic. I forgot, I wrote down a list of what I plan on breeding, but I don't have it with me. It's in my little notebook in my desk at work. But, are you getting ready to shed? Oh no, you just got a little tiny piece of shed on you. I'll have to get that off you. This little girl here, she's got a tiny piece of shed on her chin. But anyway, yeah, so if you guys, I'm not paid by Techland or anything like that, or Techled, or Pets 360, but check them out if they're still on sale. That was a good deal. I mean, I got 3 bags for less than $40 shipped to my door. I came home and there was a huge box on my porch, so I got to figure out somewhere to put those extra 2 bags because I'm not going to need them for a while. But the cool thing too about this is I bought I guess I've heard it's pretty good clumping wise. So I've got, you know, plain old cat litter scoop. So once they poop, I can just go through and scoop the poop out. Or I've got that one too. I bought this one not knowing I already had one. But anyway, that's it. I mean, if you guys have any questions or any video requests, anything you want, throw them out there. I'm gonna let these mice dry. I might actually put a light on them so they dry faster, like a lamp. And then I'm gonna do feeding, and I'll try to get some of that on video for you guys because I know you guys like feeding videos. So that's it. Out.